Hello everyone, welcome back to the Maverick channel, and of course, as always, thank you for all that interact with this channel. It's pretty awesome. Now guys, let's jump right into it. On this channel we cover obviously digital currencies, cryptocurrencies. We like to look at trends of where things are going, and let me focus on rather one platform that I always talk about, but I haven't talked about them in a while, rather in depth, but it's going to be a short video. I'm not going to go too much into detail. It's Fetch.AI, but if you want more details about this particular company or crypto, whatever it's forming into, look at the very first video I made about Fetch.AI. It's in the link of the description of this video and every other video, and also other slew of videos that I made about this ecosystem, and I'll tell you why I'm bullish about them. First of all, what you're seeing on the screen is Binance Smart Chain something, but let me first give you some reasons. I believe that this company is poised at the right moment. So I always reference, if you look at Ethereum smart contracts, were their bullish thingy. If you look at all the layer 1 technologies right now, they're trying to compete with Ethereum, it's trying to recreate smart contracts. But here's the problem. I don't like Ethereum that much, but here's the problem. Most of these layer 1 technologies are going to run into the same problems, or even other kinds of problems that Ethereum is running into. And what's that going to do? It's going to eventually have them stuck in some other kind of loop, or some kind of they're going to be stuck in the way that their operations are. Maybe the consensus algorithm isn't sufficient enough. Maybe it's not scalable enough, it's not secure enough, or something that they're sort of putting off to adopt something else. So these platforms that are competing directly with Ethereum are going to have, they're most likely going to face the same issues. But the Binance Smart Chain, their trade-off, for example, has been security to achieve what they're trying to achieve. But they already have a platform, the centralized Binance Exchange platform, which is backing them up. Now, the reason why, before I go back into that tweet, the reason why I'm bullish on Fetch.AI is because they're poised at the right moment. Their technology fits right into this whole narrative of the metaverse, of having automated smart contracts, having automated blockchains. They're pursuing interoperability. They're pursuing liquidity, bringing real-world assets onto the blockchain. Those are some of the use cases that they're looking at, not just with Fetch.AI, but also with some of the other products that they've created or that they are creating. Now, what you see here is, I'll explain why I'm affiliating Fetch.AI with the metaverse. But what you see here, the Binance Launchpad has given us absolute gems in the Binance Smart Chain ecosystem over time, and their success speaks for itself. Here are the top 5 Binance Launchpad projects under 750 million market capitalization. 1, Cover Platform. Those that don't know Cover, I've used Cover in the past. I'm not a very big fan, because when you lend onto this platform, or when you stake your tokens onto this platform, you have to wait for like a year before you can withdraw them, or you have to, there's a certain period. If you lock them up for a month, you have to wait for an extra month. If you lock them up for a year, you're going to end up, if after a year you've locked up your tokens and you want to take them out, it's going to take you another year. Something like that, some crazy thing like that. But however, it's one of the biggest DeFi platforms, at least that emerging on the Binance Smart Chain, under 750 million market cap. We have others here. We have Coin98, we have Seller, we have Win something. But on Fetch.AI, you can see features on this list, which means it has eyes on it. People have not forgotten about it, because they're building. They're focusing on the building, not this like constant irrational marketing from the likes of, I'm not even going to name names, but especially meme coins and other types of coins. So what these guys do, guys, is that they've built a slew of use cases, like the CoLearn platform, which is collective learning, which is supposed to leverage artificial intelligence and machine learning to perform different activities. Obviously, if you have a company that's based around data aggregation and analysis, then you're going to need such a platform, because it's going to help you save a lot of money by not hiring a whole team of specialists in artificial intelligence or AI machine learning, but rather you have this product suite that you can use to collectively work with other companies while maintaining anonymity and sovereignty of your identity or user's identity or whatever. But you're able to collectively use common data or analyze common data to get the metrics or the weights that can help you get the most favorable output for the type of data that you have. So if I'm to further explain, if you're a hospital that deals in x-rays or x-ray data, you want to partner up with other hospitals that deal especially in x-ray data, so they can each do an analysis of their data, and the weights that allow them to get the proper outputs can be shared amongst them without infringing on anyone's privacy. Now, these guys also have other technologies like Defy Agents that can help you with stop loss. Basically, you can deploy these agents. This product already exists. You can deploy these agents on, currently they support Uniswap and PancakeSwap on the Binance Smart Chain, Uniswap on Ethereum. This agent basically knows the liquidity that you're holding in a particular DEX in one of those decentralized exchanges, and you can trigger it such that in case of the price goes lower or higher than you expect, it takes out your liquidity, and they've added a feature where it swaps one token for the other as well. So you may be supplying, say, the Cake token with Binance USD stablecoin, and if you feel like the token has gone so high up or gone so low, you can extract your liquidity depending on the limit that you've set, and you can even swap them out to whichever other token. So there are other applications that can be applied to the type of technology that they've created or they're creating. When you come to their website, you can see applications such as, there's a whole bunch of things. They're building this thing called an open economic framework, which is like the world, the earth. So within that framework, you have these agents. If you think of like human beings, insects, animals, wind, basically all atomic structures. So you have these agents that understand their environment properly. They can communicate with each other, and they can transact and negotiate with one another whilst maintaining sovereignty of the data of whoever owns them. So you get what I mean? So in case you want to book a hospital appointment in a different country, or a plane ticket, or you want to open a bank account, you don't need to expose all the details about you, but rather all your details can be stored within this sort of digital personal assistant that can negotiate and communicate with the platform that's interested in you, and it can make a transaction on your behalf without you even being aware. But on the other side, it's known that it's legitimate communication happening. So to me, in my opinion, this is one of the most bullish use cases or technologies that are being built after Ethereum smart contracts. They have other products that they're building separately from Fetch.AI, like Atomics, built by the same team, and eventually these products are supposed to fuse some of the technology that they're building with Fetch.AI, including reading actual price feeds, so working as an oracle type of nature, or even automating smart contracts or some of these processes. So now, when you look at Atomics, Atomics is supposed to tackle bringing real-world assets. I'll give an example. For example, you have land. So you go to an intermediary that will verify that land is legitimate, and then tokens will be issued on the Atomics platform, and then you as the user, you can use these tokens for whatever you want. You can put them back to provide liquidity, you can use them to borrow a stablecoin from the platform to use it in real life, and when you pay it back, you get back your asset. All that process is managed by smart contracts. The only intermediary is the person that verifies that your asset is indeed what it is. So that's the type of model they're trying to build out. But it's extremely exciting stuff because they're focusing on synthetic assets and actually connecting that bridge with physical assets, or assets that are not digital or that are not part of the blockchain ecosystem right now. They have many other products, but they have one called the Metalx Platform, which is a decentralized exchange focusing on equities, commodities. So look at gold, metals. It can also feature other cryptocurrencies as well. They could pair Bitcoin with the Tesla stock price. So you can trade on they have a trading sort of band that you use, and you can trade on the price increase, or you can be bullish or you can be bearish on those ecosystems. So it's not a spot price trading, but you're rather trading on the price movements of these commodities. So derivatives and so on, they're focusing on that type of use case. So we're looking at these guys building technologies that are bridging the real use cases. So before we get back into Fetch, there are other partnerships. There's so many partnerships they've partnered with. You can go to their website and have a look at them. So many, including Ocean Protocol, other platforms called Katina X, Gaia X. Now, they've also partnered with companies like Festo. A lot of people do not know about Festo, but these guys, they manufacture extremely futuristic technology, but it's also a very old company, very established as well, that is weirdly at the forefront of innovative manufacturing and type of thing. So Fetch.AI has been actively working with these guys, and they're actually helping to build out the product suite to see how it can actually be used in the sector of manufacturing. How to automate it, how to automate these processes, and how these machines can actually interact with each other by leveraging these autonomous economic agents. That's what they're called in the Fetch.AI ecosystem, to allow these machines to autonomously communicate and transact with one another. There are other companies that haven't spawned up here. There's a company called Mobix. Basically, these guys are building parking agents. They've already built some of these product suites. If I can type Mobix really fast here, or Datarella, the company that is governing Mobix. So basically, Datarella is like a mother company. Under it, you see things like Mobix and other companies they're building. They're building parking agents. They've given demonstrations of how a parking spot that's registered on a map that's leveraging Fetch.AI technology. A parking spot has its own agent allocated to it, and you have a vehicle with its own agent allocated to it, and basically this vehicle can communicate with the parking spot, book it, get there, the gate opens, you go in there, park, get out. All the transactions happen autonomously, the agents talking to themselves, and they've actually showed us samples of how these agents talk to themselves. You go in the background, instead of seeing random code, you're seeing actual human readable language of agents talking to themselves. This is not a fair price. Okay, give me a better price. Let's negotiate this and that. And then they finally settle on an acceptable price. They've also partnered, Fetch.AI has also partnered with companies like Bosch Global. Bosch Global is basically, it announced they're helping to build out a proper blockchain for the Fetch.AI, or at least support it as much as possible to see that it emerges as an actual blockchain ecosystem or technology that can be used at scale. So guys, you have to remember, Fetch.AI is built on the Cosmos ecosystem. What does that mean? Innately, it's being set out to be interoperable, because this technology cannot work if it's not interoperable. You should be able to set up agents under Ethereum ecosystem, under the XRP ecosystem, Solana, Avalanche, whatever, and these agents need to be able to communicate with each other, or at least they should be able to talk the common language of the other blockchains, and what kind of activity, or their smart contracts, so what kind of activity they're trying to do. So basically, I haven't even scratched the surface with what these guys are trying to do, but there's a ton of things they're actually building out, and they've been building for quite a while, for more than 2.5 years now, and they're constantly building and iterating and trying different use cases. I've just summarized these things. If there's a whole bunch of videos that I've done about them, but I'm extremely looking forward to the future of companies like this. There's so many other companies in the blockchain ecosystem that are doing amazing stuff, but this things like Polygon Network and so many others, but this is one of them that I'm looking at, especially with the type of technology. I'm not saying they will be successful, but if they're not, this is the type of technology that has to exist. And by that metric, I'm going to back up these guys that are trying to do it right now, especially that not too many people are paying attention. So I haven't done a Fetch focused video in a while, and obviously this has been off the top of my head, but if you come to the website, you can look at a whole bunch of things, their partnerships, their press releases. You can go to their Twitter channel to find out more about them, but you don't have to. I'm interested in this kind of stuff, technology that might be groundbreaking and that might really change the way we do things. So the world is not just going to be dominated by platforms creating NFTs. I know they're important, extremely important. I'm bullish on the NFT sector and the metaverse sector, and actually own some virtual real estate, so don't get me wrong, I'm bullish on that front, but I'm also looking at other technologies that are going to emerge in a real way, onboarding real world use cases onto the blockchain ecosystem, and providing real use cases that people can use in their day-to-day lives. Alright guys, I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll be bringing you more videos about other ecosystems in this space that excite me. So you can check out the last 2 videos to find out some of those. Alright guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.